True peace, kids. It's September the 10th, 2020, and I am back at y'all with another one. And if you trying to stay ahead of the game, you should subscribe to Peep the Slang. Banning won't give facial recognition a conscience, but research and informed regulation might. Say, man, that's the headline. Peep the Slang. Attempts to tame biometric facial recognition systems by banning them will only result in new problems, according to a global think tank. But a report by the group warns that failure to control the algorithms will pose a grave threat to individual liberty. The paper, published by the Global Campus of Human Rights, tries to cut a middle path between opponents and proponents, and ultimately decide that a great deal of research needs to be done before governments make broad decisions. Global Campus is comprised of academics from more than 100 universities in Europe, including southwestern Russia, Africa, Asia Pacific, Latin America, and the Caribbean and the Arabian world. U.S. schools are not part of the organizations, which is funded by the European Union. In the background of this issue, the paper's authors write, in the certainty that individual organizations and nations already are pushing facial recognition to levels that some feel are unethical, if not illegal. In part because of this, public sentiment in Western democracies has been sliding toward greater regulation up to and including banning the use of face biometrics by governments and businesses. It is refreshing, although not unique, for a large body of academics to recognize that the technology will not be wished away. The best way to manage the use of algorithms, at least by governments, is to better understand how they work and how they fail. The failures often result in unequal treatment of people other than white males. That is merely a matter of code writing, though that governments can guide through rewards and regulations according to the group. The issue of dragnet surveillance, which can intimidate people and make them act ways they ordinarily would not. The harm of human rights in widespread facial recognition would outweigh the good coming from surveillance policing. Better to research methods of narrowing the role of systems to better balance liberties and policing, the report states. The best example of biometrics deployed beyond any proportion, of course, is part of China's social credit system. Author of the report says nations can avoid building such as oppressive systems and still give governments legitimate, rational tools. Research should lead to detailed regulations that leave no gap for a jurisdiction to unnecessarily override human rights, including control of personal data like one's face and others' biometrics, according to the paper. In fact, this effort can inform or be informed by campaigns to give individuals control over their own privacy and how their data is used.